Hey, my name is Bayonle Adelakun for long, or Bayo for short. I'm Finnish and Nigerian, but I spent most of my youth abroad and then a decent amount of time up in Lapland. So I'd say I'm a little bit of a kid of the world. Yeah, I'm an oil painter, so I chose a pretty complicated medium. One of the things that I think makes my art pretty characteristic is its uniqueness. I haven't seen many painters creating stuff quite like I do. I feel like they have a decent amount of mysticism in them that I have come to enjoy. They remain pretty unclear to me and maybe to a bunch of the people that view them, but I feel like that's part of the power in them, and that's why I don't have too many words about my art, and I tend to enjoy it that way. It leaves a lot of room for interpretation and enjoyment for myself as well. I think nowadays I mainly draw, to be honest. I started out with acrylic, watercolor, markers, but eventually I've now come to oil paint. I feel like it is the medium that gives me the most glow in my pieces, that makes them what I love. That's a tough one. I feel like when I started painting, my inspiration was mainly a sort of catharsis, just getting thoughts that I couldn't quite describe out. But it's shifted over time, mainly from my moving away from figuration. Nowadays I think I draw a lot of my inspiration from nature, a harmony, a kind of, at least for me, it's something that I don't actually understand. Like, I could put a little bit more work into studying flowers or trees, but I tend to just go out and look at them, try and take in as much as I can, and then bring them out in paintings. Same with most of the media that I consume. I'm not really a man of favorites, so I can, directly source my inspiration. I tend to take in anything that is either aesthetically or story-wise pleasing. And I feel like that makes a big concoction of whatever could inspire me. And then I guess it does in the background. But nowadays, nature, harmony, a little bit of weirdness, I think. In the end, I think it's still the oil paintings themselves. Looking at them, seeing how, for me, I think they still inspire me. Because a lot of the times I can put them on the wall and move back and forth just endlessly, because they morph, I'm inspired by oil painting itself. It seems to be, it's a little addicting. My first impression of Kunsthaus came last year when we had when Kunsthaus had its previous exhibition right there. I remember it being a place flowing with community. That's what I enjoyed the most. Obviously the alcohol helps a little bit, everyone's talking, everyone's chatting, there's good music. But I think it was an excellent opportunity to showcase more underground artists and bring an opportunity for other people to view them as well. I don't see many of those, especially in these residency type, setups. So I had a very pleasant first impression. Not too much. I've had a couple exhibitions. Maybe in terms of collaboration would probably be the Generation 2023 show at Amos Rex, but unfortunately I didn't have too much collaboration in that, but it was a group show where a lot of young talent brought out the best of their pieces, so I'd say that's about the closest. Otherwise, I tend to work on my own a lot, since I think painters tend to do that, so not too much collaboration. I'm expecting a month full of art. I think there's nothing else to it. Obviously we have a house full of artists. It's something that I feel like we don't get to have too often, since we do paint alone. So I'm gonna take full advantage of that, especially with drinks provided. Well, I just got here. I'm not entirely sure yet. I like the people, I like the space, and I like the opportunity. I think we'll see its full fruition soon enough. Ooh, I can imagine that that's a little bit of an interesting one, especially in Finland, since I don't think we have too many sponsored art events. But I feel like it's a good entryway, not only to Jägermeister, since even though I feel like a decent amount of people know it already, but it's a good way of showcasing art alongside something that brings people together, like drinks tend to do. I've had a little bit of a break from exhibiting, so I think I'm getting ready to put together something of a larger totality. I think I've been jumping around a lot, partly with the things that I paint, color palettes and size. For example, here we have a massive piece that I haven't done in a while. So I think I'm going to keep pushing in that direction, finding new avenues to express, mainly in color, since that's where I find that I have the most trouble, and that means that there is something to discover there.